came with exactly as we thought it would. We've done a tremendous amount of work on the team. The starting team is exactly what we thought 3 days ago. So we focused on exactly the way they play. So from that point of view, look at Legia are a fantastic team, big, massive club. You know, the manager says they can go to the Champions League group stages, so it shows you the level they're at. You know, phenomenal players. But we knew down here that if we played well, if we defended right, that we might get opportunities. And you know, we come here, the atmosphere, the crowd, it's phenomenal for the club, noise levels. But you look at the game and you're saying, you know, 10, it's gone the match. We have a chance from 10 yards out, and unfortunately for Barry, he just scoffed it, he didn't connect with it properly, and Jimmy a few minutes later. So look at the course of the game. Over 80 minutes before Legia scored, Graham came off the bench, he was straight through, didn't connect with it properly. Connor had a chance at the back post from a corner kick. So someone telling you you're going to get 3 or 4 chances like that, and you're saying to yourself, and they'll all, you have to take them. So moral victories are no good, and we're disappointed because obviously Legia are a quality team. They move the ball, you can see the intensity of the game and the way they play, and bar a chance in the first half that they missed the one just wide. You know, to score the winner 10 minutes ago from 30 yards, great strike, but they found it difficult to play through us, and you know, it was just disappointing because exactly the game went exactly the way we thought it would. We didn't take the chances that we had, and we knew we wouldn't have many, but we probably had more than we thought we would have. So that's what's disappointing.
Do you feel it's still there for you going into the second leg?
We were trying to see create a bit of history at home, and you know, because we knew how the amount of this type of game is, and it's different when you go away. But we're just trying to see we focus on a home game and create a shock result. And you know, I think you need different coming out here with certainly a 0-0. You know, so but look, at the most important thing for our players. You know, I keep saying the Legia fellas came into our dressing room after the game. They want to swap jerseys. To be fair to them, we said, lads, we can't swap. We'll try and arrange it for next week. You know, and I'm not being smart because that's the level we're at. You know, they have a budget of 65 million. We're 60 times less than that. So it just shows you where we're at. But you know, the heart and desire of the team, and that's, you know, I say we don't like moral victories because we certainly there was the opportunity tonight. It would have been great if we'd gone ahead just to see how they'd react, but you know, that's what's frustrating. But I keep saying, next week you go over, lads just give everything and work as hard as they can and make sure they do the city and the club proud, and that's all you ask for.
Would you have any criticisms with the defending for the goal? Did lads maybe go to sleep a little bit expecting the ball in to the box? And
well, the one thing that was very difficult, Dennis, is that sometimes when people are sitting back and watching the game and they're telling guys why don't they press more, when to run, you know, they have to understand that the pace and the movement of the game, all lads work so hard. If we want to press more at times, the second half we did, they just couldn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. These guys can keep the ball, and even when you put them under pressure, they can in triangles, they can keep the ball. But what you say, did we expect the ball to go in? You know, we knew, we could see that he was going to play it across the box. Shepherd sort of read it, he was too far out. He connects from 30 yards, he was in the top corner. What do you do? You know, so at the same time, all our chances had come before that, being at the very end. You know, I think Buck nearly got his head across the came in when their keeper went down. I think, you know, when you get a tight game like that, and even look at the overall thing, even from a referee point of view, you know, they always tend to get the decisions the other way. And you know, in a tight match like that, there are always a couple of times when, you know, that you're saying that they'll always sway the other way, and that's what's frustrating. But what you do, we're disappointed because, as I said, the script of the game went the way we wanted it, except we didn't score.
And Connor and Garrod, would their injuries be serious enough to keep them out for next week?
Their muscle injuries with a 7-day turnaround, I would say it's very tricky, yeah. And you know, at this stage, you know, we come back into a vital league campaign as well, and next round in Europa League is in August. So you know, the muscle injuries, generally speaking, will they recover in 7 days? Probably not. But then again, at the same time, we're all in tomorrow. A lot of guys on the bench, you know, playing Burnley here Friday night, all those guys will play, and they'll know then there's 2 places up and grab, which is good as well.
Peter Cherry, he hadn't it safe to make really, John, did he?
Well, I thought Peter, to be fair to him, coming in, you know, Peter was very cool and relaxed, and we needed that presence at the back, and he did that. And you know, maybe he thought he'd be under a bit more pressure, but his handling was excellent. So you know, he's very cool and composed, and you know, took that shot to you know, to beat him. So overall, I don't actually think he had a save to make. I have to watch the video later tonight, but I don't actually think he did. So, that's just the way it is.
And Damien Delaney's experience was vital, wasn't it?
It was, but McLaughlin was absolutely phenomenal. Conor McCarthy was phenomenal. Like, you're in Europe and you have a boy of 20, another fellow 21, and the two of them were absolutely phenomenal. Great for Damien because he's after getting 90 minutes under his belt, and he's absolutely shattered there. But it was great, for him to come back in and show his experience. But I must say that I thought McLaughlin was, in his first game in Europe, was at that level, playing top quality players, international players. And McCarthy right back, I thought they were absolutely phenomenal. It was just unfortunate for us during the match that what didn't go to plan was probably the fact that Garrod and Conor had to come off, because our plan was that we bring on 3 attacking players in the last 25 minutes to give us that impetus to try and see could we put the pressure on. And Beats, we certainly thought we could put him in an advanced position because he's done well in the first day, but he had to win it right back, and that was the disappointing thing from that point of view. But look, can't ask for any more. Said the lads do everything you can, and they did, other than put the ball in the back net, and they're all cut it over that.
John, you didn't start Graham tonight, which I think kind of took a few people by surprise. You decided to play Carl Shepherd up front. What was the thinking behind that?
I suppose thinking was probably pacing behind. Shep's a very clever player. Probably we knew that if we went direct tonight, I suppose at times in some of our games we used Graham a lot because he's so good in the air. Obviously we knew with the 3 centre backs that it probably would be difficult, so we were trying to bring someone in that might cause a few more problems, and in general it probably did, because we got a couple of opportunities in the first half and his running created that, and we got into channels. There was even one chance early in the midway through the first half when Gary broke, he broke, and he went and tried to play Shep, and Jimmy was in on the right hand side, and you just didn't see him, So just from that point of view, because ultimately in a game like this with Graham, if you get isolated and you're playing the long balls, you need to keep the ball more, you need to play a bit more, and Shep does that role very well.
And were you surprised by how direct they were in the first half? There's a lot of kind of long diagonal balls that they were playing.
Well, no, they play that quite a bit. They're very good at that. They're very good at switching the play, and they like to go diagonals, and they play the 2 wing backs who stay on the touchline, so they like to stretch teams. So we've done a lot of work on that, and so we weren't really, I suppose, to answer your question, do we think that Legia can step up and up the tempo more for next week? Well, we know they can bring in more international players, so let's be realistic about that, and probably we'll probably surprise them a bit here, and that's a disappointing thing, because when you do that, you need to take the opportunities.